best not to cruise Facebook and look awkwardly at random pictures I find. Not again.
So we're still in the middle of combat, right? Hello?
Yes.
No. Did we lose a DM?
That sounds like our luck.
Good session, everybody. See you here in 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Well, I do have a one shot that I can throw at you guys. Give it a test run. Is there a way to like vote a new DM and we can just like vote Tarus as DM for 5 minutes until Lucas gets back?
Why would you want that? That sounds awful.
All you gotta do is run combat. Then we can finish killing these things. By the time Lucas gets back, we'll be ready for story.
Okay.
Not saying that we should go on without Lucas, just to finish the combat off.
We loot the bodies. We find fire. All the fire.
I wonder what's in this box.
It's more fire.
It's just a box of souls of the damned. Nah.
Everything is trapped with burning hands.
I might pay someone a commission to draw my character. I'm thinking about it. Have them draw my character as a rogue that's afraid of fire, so he's like using burning hands. Yeah, he's casting burning hands. He's like more terrified of the fire than he is of the monster he's fighting.
Oh God!
Oh God, there's fire! Get it away! Get it away!
I don't know, but I pictured a young child doing this, but they're freaking out because their mother didn't put their sunscreen on in the morning. I'm gonna get a rash
A rash?
from shooting fire out of your fingers.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
I didn't put on my cream this morning. So did Lucas go poof forever?
I think he's probably looking for a charger.
Yay!
Oh my god, my phone died. Now my headset just started beeping at me because its power source is gonna die.
Beep, beep.
There we go. It's running off the phone's power now. It's plugged up. Okay, cool. Yay! It's Tyler's turn. Yay! I'm back.
Yay!
Yay!
Banzai!
Oh goodness. So, was anyone down when we left?
I think we just managed to get everyone back up.
I might have been down. I was down.
Oh, damn. I thought we got everybody back, but
Yeah, because my health points are 0 on my character sheet.
And I realized since we last played that I was never actually down to begin with. Because like my character sheet had my life points wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was off by 4. So I was actually whatever I dropped, I would have actually been alive with like 2 hit points. But we can ignore that detail.
We are several turns past that point now.
Yeah.
Are you still with us, Tyler?
he's worse than that. He's dead, Jim.
Which is, he is not.
Oh,
Now he's muted.
Now he's unmuted.
I know.
It seems here we have a failure to communicate.
What we have here?
Do 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 do. I think I'm going to clean up my dash and archive a bunch of these characters.
Look at you with your fancy archives.
Where would one go to buy miniatures for Dungeons and Dragons? Like, are there official Dungeons and Dragon miniatures?
Yes, there are plenty.
Hero Forge is probably the best place if you want to be online.
Yeah.
Where?
If you wanna do a single miniature custom for your character, Hero Forge I think is one of the best.
Zero Forge.
Hero Forge,
Zero Forge.
and I'm on their newsletter, and they update once a month, and they always give us really good stuff every time they do.
Sweet. I mean, is there like a official D&D miniatures similar to like Game Workshop's 40K miniatures?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And you can find them. Like you can probably get them on their website, but
Was that
they've kind of been phasing
Wizards
them
of
out.
the Coast?
Yeah.
Yep, you can find a lot of them. Browse through them at like hobby shops. A lot of the card shops around here. I know the one in Athens or Cleveland has a pretty good selection.
I don't think he can talk, but he can crit a motherfucker.
Heck yeah, he can.
Give him that good chop.
What does that make? 20 points of damage?
Yeah, sure does. I assumed the one in reach. He's punching that air, boys. It's a good, solid hit.
Really?
Yeah. And is significantly transparent now. So after that lovely display of punchiness, you got anything else?
Pass.
All right. Turn comes back around to Claw. Who is currently hasted still, or is that done for?
Mine is done for, so I will not be able to move or take actions. Wait, no. No, I dropped the fire instead. So I would still have haste.
I thought I was never hasted. The only time I was hasted was at the in the field when I had to get my stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I was getting sessions mixed up.
How long does haste last? 10 turns?
I'm just
Yeah.
looking at what I have left.
Yep.
I've used all my spells. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to finish off the one that Animeus just hit.
All right.
Yeah, I'm still enraged though, so that's nice.
That is a hit.
That'd be a 16 damage. It's a nice damage.
That is a very nice roll.
And as a bonus action, I want to hit it with the back of my polearm as well.
All right, and that is enough to take it down. You want to tell me if you added a little flair to it or not?
No, it was just like as soon as Animeus Judy chopped the shade, I was gonna slash it and then hit it with the back of the glaive. There's not really much flair. I'm exhausted and I'm angry.
That one is gone. It dissipates, and wisps of smoke travel to rejoin this one. Who still looks to be in pretty good shape. All right. No more actions.
Oh no, I'm into my turn.
All right, Akira.
How do I do saving throws again?
Yep, death save.
How do I do it?
On your character sheet,
It-
click the button, click it where it says it.
So saving throw and am I doing a constitution?
Nah, it's just just roll a d20 and
Oh, death save.
with
I
a
see.
DC of 10. Yeah.
I think that like kills me.
That's just 2 losses.
Yeah, that is 2 failures.
Okay, so we're not doing the crit roll, you die instantly.
No,
No, it's still 2 failures, which isn't great, but
no.
All right.
So that's what?
One failure.
1 success and 2 failures?
I haven't. Well, that's my first saving throw.
Oh, okay. I thought you. No, you just got down to the last turn. Okay. Wait a minute. No, I deleted the one with the initiative.
Again.
It goes in after Tarus.
Yeah. Okay, it works out. Wait, it's out of order now. I don't like it. Okay. I did a thing. Okay. Okay. Taurus's go.
oh, all right. Ho hum, Tarus. I don't want to burn my single remaining spell, so
Dagger.
yeah, I will hit him with a cantrip, hopefully. Yeah. For 10 total damage.
It hits.
And then I'm going to march on over here, and I'm going to stab him in the back with advantage because he's surrounded.
That hits.
So not taking any considerations on resistances or DR. That's a grand total of 15 damage.
Not bad at all.
That's all I got because I am basically out of spells.
Hey, it's about time. You've been killing it all the way up until this point.
My Flamecast wheel is completely out of spells. I've got a single sorcery point remaining. I've got a single level 1 spell remaining.
Excellent, excellent. Wait, I think I still have initiative wrong. Oh well, screw it. It favors
Maybe
you
not.
guys anyway. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that looks right because it was Animeus went right after the monster.
Okay, so yeah.
Hold on.
Kiriki.
Yeah.
Kiriki. Hammer time. Mm.
Dun, dun,
Here,
dun.
do you get strength and a half in 5e when you're using a weapon two-handed?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
If it's a versatile weapon, it just bumps up 1 damage dice, and that's it.
Oh, you don't get strength and a half anymore? Okay.
No. So like a long sword goes from a D8 to a D10.
Yeah. I'm starting to play some 3-5, so I'm going to get a little confused on the rules. But does that hit?
That is a hit.
Yay, for 9 damage. And that's my turn. Sure. And Kerber, spare the dying up.
Yep, it's a cantrip.
One action. One action, never mind.
Yeah.
It's on yourself too.
I can do it to others.
Oh,
Yeah.
Means I can touch it.
oh, okay.
But I guess I can't do that after I hit the specter. So I guess that's my turn then.
Okay. Right. With the last one, or the one that was here destroyed, you hear a voice. It still sounds like multiple voices coming from the last spoopy fella, directed at Animeus, saying, it seems you have brought powerful allies with you, but you will join me in my den of sorrow soon, Animeus. And as it says that, it's going to move through Kiriki and Claw, and both of you are going to need to make Constitution saves.
But would myself
That would provoke 2 attacks of opportunity
Aha!
as well.
take my dagger, bitch?
Oz misses, and
That was
Kiriki
a
will get one as
horrible
well.
roll.
Yeah, that's not very good. Plus 8 with rage.
Would it have
No,
advantage?
no, it wouldn't have advantage.
Well, I have advantage because my race has advantage versus fear. And I
Yep.
think that's what he's using.
Oh, what is it? That's your Constitution save? No.
Yeah.
Oh no. It is not fear. It's to stave off another level of exhaustion. All right, that is a miss.
Beautiful 9s.
All right, Claw, you gain another level of exhaustion.
This is my first one, so
Okay, 1, and Kiriki does not get 1.
But did he count as attacking me?
No, it is not an attack. It's a passive thing because he moved through your square.
Okay.
And then he is going to make an attack. It's Animaeus, and it's not going to get him. And that's all we got. Turn comes back around to you, Tyler.
So, am I the only one that still has inspiration?
I'm not sure.
I believe so because we passed around a lot of inspiration to survive last time.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to give my inspiration to Akira.
I have inspiration.
Oh. Okay. Well, then I won't do that. But just know that if you make a death saving throw, you can use your inspiration on that to roll twice.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
So considering how low you currently are.
Yeah. Might want to do that in my next turn.
Mhm.
I wish you guys could hear me. This is really obnoxious.
I can hear you.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm back here. Okay, sweet. I was sitting here messing with my mic for like the last 30 minutes while we were doing this. Apparently something I did worked. Yay.
Yay.
All right, so is this guy like barely here at this point?
He's slightly transparent.
He's only slightly transparent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Animaeus has a very playful grin and says, you'd think that, wouldn't you? But you're going to see that you're wrong about that. And I'm going to attack him twice again. The first one hits, the second one probably doesn't.
Second one does not hit.
Yeah, I realized I was screwing myself a lot last week because I forgot that martial arts lets me have a bonus attack already.
So you're using your key
And
points.
so I was,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's the Did you not roll damage for the first attack? Only see 23.
That second 8, I think, was the damage. It's the
Okay.
23 and then an 8 roll, and then that third number was the damage.
Okay. Not the best hit you could have done on it, but you can tell you're whittling away.
Yeah, I'm down to nothing. All right, that's all I can do.
Yay! All right, Claw. What she got?
Dang it, I was muted. Okay. So the first level fatigue is just disadvantage on ability checks, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to use my no, I can't do that because I'm in rage. Yeah, I'm just going to continue to try to get rid of this shade.
That is a hit.
Rolled a 1 for damage though. Ooh. And hit it with the back end again. Still
That
trying
is
to whittle it
also a
down.
hit. It is substantially transparent.
We've got this, guys.
And before Akira rolls another one.
Yeah, I rolled 1 again. I'm dead.
If you roll below 10 again, you're dead.
I looked in the handbook. When you roll a 1 on a death save, it counts as 2 death fails. And
Yep.
if you roll a 20, it's like an instant.
Yeah, you
Stabilize,
instantly
yeah.
stabilize.
But yeah, since you've already got 2 strikes against you, if you
Yeah, I'm gonna use that inspiration.
yeah.
And
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. It's 1 success.
isn't 10 also a success?
I mean, it only counts as a success once because
Oh.
it's
Yep.
Ha!
advantage. You just pick the higher roll.
I'm not dead yet, boys.
All right, sorcerer turned rogue. It's your go.
Fear my dagger.
Stabby!
The mental image whenever I actually stab this guy with a dagger is just all of me just jumping on top of him like freaking Uzumaki Naruto. All right. So yeah, this is my 5th turn, I believe, with the haste. So I got 4 more or so. So I'll hit him with the firebolt.
That is a hit.
And then all of me is going to go running back around to this side to cut him off. And attack with advantage because he's now surrounded again. It is you who is surrounded, little one. I didn't roll that with advantage, but oh well.
It's a hit all the same.
I'm going to try it
If you
again
wanna-
just in case I got
Yeah,
a crit.
do it. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Dang. Okay. So
Not quite. It's still there.
Madre de Dios. Yeah, that's all of my actions. So I will give Akira my inspiration this time. Now that he's
Yay.
freshly out of it.
I have inspiration. You have to say something that inspires me to keep living.
Akira, look, someone else is on fire.
Yep, that's totally worth living for. Just let me die now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm glad I made it say that. That was worth it.
Brian, if you're speaking, you are muted.
It looks like he's getting
Sorry
rather
about
feelsy
that.
with our friend.
Yeah, I walk over and I spare the dying on my fallen compatriot.
Yay! That stabilizes me, but I'm still not up.
Correct.
Always
Okay.
bring a cleric to a ghost fight.
So, if I'm stabilized, I don't have to do death throws, saving throws. But then how
Right.
do I have to wait till
Yeah,
someone
that
heals
is
me to
Yep.
get back up?
Either that, or if you go for 4 hours without regaining HP, then you regain your hit. You regain a single hit point.
I really hope combat doesn't last that long.
Yeah.
Essentially, you are no longer bleeding to death or whatever.
Yeah. You are still unconscious and cannot make actions.
Yeah, we started about 5:30. Okay, any more actions from Kiriki?
Nope. I'm moving my standard.
As I lay here, face down in the dirt.
Face down in the dirt. He said this doesn't hurt.
I ensured I failed properly so that no one could see my face.
And I'm also pretty sure that it did hurt. Which is probably the point of the song as well, but still.
Yeah, like, she said it doesn't hurt, but we all know it did.
Okay. This-
All of the Teresa's are going to wave their hands to the side and be like, can't get by, can't get by.
Okay. So this thing is just going to like scream, shriek in rage and make one more attack at Animaeus.
Oh, great.
Well, 13
After I
hit.
said all that blusterous silliness. Ha! No. The 18.
No, 18 was the damage, not the roll.
Oh yeah. Aha! Can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun.
And then it is going to pass through you to the opposite side. So you'll need to make a constitution save.
Oh,
As-
great.
Attacks of opportunity are made.
Yes.
Hold on. Need to wipe my beer off somewhere. Here we go.
Yeah. Take all of my girth.
Expertise with that dagger.
Doesn't a crit add another D4?
Oh, that's why it rolled the 3.
Ah. I thought the +3 was for your dex.
So
yeah, I
those
rolled it.
opportunity attacks hit before he goes through me? Or
Oh,
as
I
he's
see it.
going-
It all happens simultaneously.
So instead of passing through Animeus. Claw more or less whacked him through Animeus.
Basically.
All right, guys.
I think the
Tell me
sorcerer
how-
found a new profession.
Yeah. Right. Tell me how this happens.
Tarus is the one with the killing blow with the crit. So I guess I'm gonna try to swipe for the head while Tarus does what he wants to do.
Yeah. So I think what happens is it turns to like it sees all of Tarus going, oh no, can't get back. And it just turns towards Animeus and tries to walk through Animeus. And Tarus just kind of dives to the ground, daggers up, and Claw's weapon comes from behind and hits it in the back of the head and just drives it into the daggers that do the crit. And unfortunately, because it is still a ghost, it still passes through Animeus, but him driving it downward onto basically the spike trap that Tarus set up proves to be too much.
So it falls through Animeus.
Yes.
It passes through Animeus and dissipates through the other side.
All that for some lousy spilled water.
Says the one who did this in the first place.
No, let's not cry over spilt milk.
The Teresa's are going to start high-fiving each other, and every time they do, one of them disappears.
I just
Well-
put lemon in my Corona because I didn't have lime. This is a weird thing.
Corona is like one of the only beers I can drink and enjoy.
It's really good. It just is. I'm almost tempted to pay the $8 surcharge to call room service to bring me a lime. Like, yes, can I have a lime? Like a what? Just one lime. Just what? Yeah, one lime, please. You want a whole lime? No, I just need a slice.
Hey, for $8, I'd want a whole dang lime.
You might need it for later. Who knows?
Yeah,
This is true.
and a Ziploc bag to put the leftovers in. Oh no, my drink is everywhere. Okay. I did. So you killed some minions of the underworld. Akira's lying face down in the dirt, stabilized.
Face down, ass.
As Claw comes out of rage, he is physically exhausted. So he's probably just gonna
Is he-
shove the old woman out of the tent and just curl up and try to rest.
Yeah, I guess as as the minute passes, my haste is also going to drop, so I am also going to be lethargic for at least one round. And so after, was that Claw that said he was going to go into the tent and lie down?
Yeah.
Tarus is going to climb in after him and be his backpack for a nice little spooning session.
I'll like to use my last first level spell and cure wounds on him.
Once Akira is stabilized, I'm gonna hoist him up on my back, and also go to the tent. And as we reach the tent, I'm just going to fall down on my face with Akira.
Still on your back.
Yes, we just both collapse.
Did we move the body out of the tent first?
Yeah, I
You're just
jacked it out.
sleeping in there with the dead bodies.
We're napping on dead bodies.
Dog.
Welcome to the Corpse Cafe.
The Corpse Cafe. Everybody just piling into the tent. Okay, so Akira, when you gain consciousness, were you going to do anything?
I gotta jart up forwards and be like, no, not the pie! And then kind of like collapse back down and just like lay there for a minute, like wondering what happened.
Because I remember you saying something about trying desperately to keep your face covered.
Right. So, Akira is not human. He is Kitsune. And darting up from his unconsciousness, his face is revealed to anyone who is actually awake enough to see it. Who is also
Gotta pick
conscious
the
enough to
perfect
see it.
Should we
gotta
roll
pick the
perception to
perfect
see who was awake? Or who might have been woken
Well,
up by...
I was thinking that me screaming "No, not the pie" would wake people up.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
I'd be like, "What pie?"
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Claw's gonna be sound asleep. He's not gonna know.
I feel like Terus would probably wake up, but he's not really paying attention. He might like see it, but it just won't really register, and he'll just be like, "I must still be asleep."
I must be seeing things.
Akira looks like a fox right now, and I don't mean that as in.
Not that kind of fox.
I've already got him in bed, so I don't know if that's.
Animeus opens
Talk
one
about
eye.
Coyote
And says,
ugly.
Wah wah.
Animeus opens up an eye and says, "Not cherry." Closes the eye.
Yep. So I think after a quick like turn or two of napping, Terus is gonna get back up and kind of walk back outside. See Kariki chilling over there. Gonna walk over here and be like, "Well, that was fun." You did, Brian.
Hmm?
What?
I'm not dead. Someone's got to stand out here, watch we all guys sleep.
Oh, you just went flying away from me.
Whoosh.
Yeah, so Terus is gonna kind of like catch back up to you and just be like, "So wait, what do we do from here? Do we just keep on going to Akros, or?"
Well, we need to rest for the day because I think all of us are spent.
Do a long rest.
Yeah, maybe a short rest and then a long rest, just to gain back more hit die.
I love how this probably isn't the best place or moment to really be sleeping. And everyone's just like, fuck it. That was
What's that?
What happened if Akira didn't run
with
away?
as bloody as we are and as many dead bodies are around, if something were to come, they would just assume we're part of the dead.
Wake up in a mass grave.
Wouldn't be the first time.
What?
What?
What? That's not the worst thing that could happen to us.
Oh no.
I feel like planeswalkers are like New Yorkers. It's like we've seen everything. We don't really care.
Hey, I'm walking here. Oh man.
400-foot giant worm comes like.
Stay. It's an Alaskan bullworm. All right, give me a second. I gotta shed this pullover. Oh, let me take my headset off.
BRB, I need something to drink.
Want a Corona?
There we go.
All right.
Well, if everybody else wants to rest, I will climb up here and get a good perch so I can have a better view of people coming and going around us.
So are we gonna try and do a long rest here?
At least a short rest first.
If we're doing a short rest, yeah, maybe.
Nah, I'm not getting up.
But mechanically speaking, you say you're doing a short rest and then a long rest. You have a bit more head die.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
But you can't do a short and a long rest at the same time.
You can do them back to back.
No, you can't.
Really?
Well, if you do a long rest, that kind of like covers everything a short rest would do.
Yeah.
So, like, if you do a long rest, what's the point of doing a short rest?
I thought you. I thought a short rest regained you like 2 hit die of life, and then a long rest gave you like 3 more.
No. What
Long
happens
rest
is
restores everything.
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No?
What happens is when you do a short rest, you can expend any number of hit dice to regain hit points.
Yep.
After each long rest, you regain half of your hit dice.
Oh.
So then isn't it better to do a short rest for the maximum, and then like walk a quarter mile down the road, and then take a long rest to gain back half more?
Yeah. What? That's kind of cheating the system, but the rules, if you want to be a stickler, the rules say you can't take a short rest when you can take a long rest.
Also, there's not. I don't think there's any way to game the system because as part of a long rest, you also regain all of your HP as well.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yes.
You only gain back so much.
No. At the end of a long rest, a character regains all lost hit points, and they regain spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half their character's total level, or total number of them rather, minimum of 1 dice.
And they get their spell slots back, and they get
Key points and everything else.
yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, there'd be no reason if we're going to do a long rest. There'd be no reason to do a short one because then we would be spending HP. We'd be spending hit dice to regain HP that we would get back anyway during the long.
Good.
Regasi, you sons of bitches.
What?
Apparently, we're some sons of bitches.
Evidently.
Apparently. I take offense to this statement.
So, are we doing a short 1 hour or are we doing a long 8 hour? What time of day is it?
We're waiting on our DM. His phone died again.
Oh yeah, what time is it over there, guys?
It is currently 6:24.
6:24 for me.
5:24 for me.
Okay.
Where is it at where you are?
We're an hour ahead.
I mean, the guy on the boat.
So- That is me on the boat.
Okay.
He's on ocean time.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that, and so I was in here and ready to go like an hour early, and I was like, "Fuck, I can like go drink some more. What am I doing?" Like, where is everybody?
Afternoon. So yeah, if we
Early afternoon.
So
Like 3, 4, 5 maybe.
In what world is 5 early afternoon?
I mean, 5 is still morning for me,
In a
but
bar?
whatever.
I thought 5 is the start of the evening.
I don't live in the real world.
At what point
Unless
does
you're in the bar, in which case 5 is the start of the day.
What time is dinner for you?
8 typically?
9.
8? Most people say 4 or 5.
What?
I-
Those
I don't
people
think
are-
Around
that's
here,
what
around
people-
here, people eat
Oh.
dinner at 5 or 6.
I ate dinner at 9.
Like 6 makes sense, not 4. You're not early bird specialists.
yeah, I will usually eat dinner at like 6 just because it's easier to get it when I'm going back to my hotel at 6
Right.
than it is for me to make a special trip an hour or two later. But I'll also skip lunch a lot of times, so
I eat once a
Actually,
day, so
I need to go do an errand real quick, okay? I'll be back in like 10 minutes, okay?
okay.
I gotta go somewhere by 6, so I gotta be right back.
Well, you better drive fast.
Oh, okay.
where does it talk about rest in the handbook? Resting.
I just in the compendium, if you type in just resting,
Oh.
it'll bring you to short rest, long rest.
I don't ever think to look in the compendium because like half the time what I want to know isn't there.
Yeah. I always try the compendium, and if I don't find that, I open it up in a Google search. But it looks more professional to open up in the compendium when
Maybe I'm just weird, but I always have my D&D books with me while I'm playing online. It's just the feeling of looking at something in hand. It's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, that
I
would
have
be
the book.
nice.
I don't have the books. I have to get them.
I'm too much of a cheapskate. I just have a bunch of PDF files.
That's what I have. I found PDF of the Monster Handbook, the Player Handbook, the DM Handbook.
You got Xanthar's Guide?
No. What's
There's a
that?
PDF for that too, for free.
I mean,
I got this-
none of these are officially licensed, so we do have to say that clearly none of us have these PDFs. We just know they exist because people have made copies.
I don't
of
have
their own.
anything downloaded. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. There's
I click a link, it shows me the information I want. I close the link.
But yeah, so none of us have these PDFs, which would be illegal because no PDFs have been officially licensed by D&D or Wizards of the Coast.
I'm totally
Anyway,
gonna buy the books anyway because I just don't have the money right now.
Yeah, the
So-
only PDFs that I have would be
The
digital scanned copies that I have put in for my personal use.
that
Rather
the
than having purchased
Unearthed
the regular
Arcana.
ones. Oh yeah, there are the Unearthed Arcana, but no, the books themselves aren't officially licensed.
Support
P-
the official
PDFs.
release.
So yes.
Although on that note, why don't they
Isn't
make PDF files that you can purchase? That would be a really smart business move on there.
I think the player handbook is free,
I believe so. I believe they
Um,
did make one of them
but-
free.
Yeah, I think they make the player handbook free so that anybody can play the game. But then, like the monster handbook and the DM handbook and like the pre-written content and stuff, those are all
Yeah.
paid for. So if you were to get those things, those would be like breach of license. But I do remember hearing that the handbook was made free for people to view.
Yep.
And distribute without
That's nice.
paying.
Yep.
But yeah, but Wizards of the Coast should offer downloadable content themselves. They'd make a
I
whole
think
lot of money.
I think they did in a previous edition. I want to say like 4th, and they ended up losing a lot of money because every time, every time someone released a new, every time they released a new book, it was immediately pirated by everyone automatically. And it's not much better anymore, but at least now they're not, you know, if someone is doing this, then they're having to go through a lot more work and a lot more effort, and they're having to buy the $30 to $50 book rather than the $5 to $10 PDF.
They make their own.
Yeah, and then the finished product is never as good, so you might be deterred from using it anyway.
I hate these handbooks. I really do. They're so confusing.
Well, honestly, D&D Beyond is really easy to navigate and really like comfortable to use, but it's rather expensive if you want to be able to have access to absolutely everything. Is that an announcement? What's his name? Nigel, the English guy? Andre. He's from North England. How obscure is that? Like, you can't tell us what location in England you're from? I think it's a fraud. I think he's a fraud. I don't think he's really from England. He fakes that accent.
From Australia.
Nah, he's American. I want to know exactly what street he lives on. Like, what district? Where is he? How far from my Aunt Margaret's house does he live? Then I'll believe him. But I got impatient and I didn't want to walk away from the computer.
So you got it.
So yes, I used the menu bar. I'm sorry, it's $8. Oh well. Although they might not notice, I pulled the back Corona back forward, so it doesn't look like we touched anything in there. But they'll find out on the last day when they like check everything to restock it. You know, like. Sorry. I should have probably muted this whole conversation. I keep forgetting recording.
Don't say things online that the YouTubes can hear.
YouTube.
Yeah, we are still in the
I'm
middle
not
of
trying to
I don't
cheat
know
the
what you're
system
talking
here.
about.
What a terrible
I
thing
can't
to do.
see
That's
anything.
plain un-American.
Yeah, so
I'm in international water, so technically, like, what laws bind me here?
I'm pretty sure there are still maritime laws. Also, if someone really dug through, like, you know, our complete collection of, like, how many sessions do we have online now? Like 6 or 7, and they're all
copyright infringements that we've blurted out.
All multiple hours of content. They went through all of that and heard someone mention one place where illegal things might occur.
Hey, man. Some of those investigators don't really have any lives or families. That's just all they do all day.
Remember when on YouTube they used to take those 10-hour videos and tag them for child porn to make investigators have to watch the whole thing and look for it?
Rude.
I don't remember that. That's a thing.
Yeah, that was a thing where they would have those 10-hour videos of like He-Man singing that ridiculous song, and they'll tag it for child porn, and they're like, every time you tag this, an investigator has to watch it.
That's so funny.
Or they have like a 10-hour loop of that Leet Spin song, and yeah.
Or a Rick Roll video.
Or Rick Roll, yeah, like 10 hours of Rick Roll on loop.
I said, hey. What's going on?
I missed Rick Rolls actually. That was so fun.
Hey, Lucas, you did, man.
Some of the best Rick Rolls that I've seen, there was a music college, and they took the first 7 notes of Rick Roll, and they got these banners made, and they hung it around one of the buildings on campus.
Do 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 do.
Nope. Oh, wait. Hey, there you
Yay!
Oh.
Everyone sounds like robot.
Oh no!
And you do as well.
Luke has
Robot
become
Nation.
one of them.
He's trying to be a new Warforged.
I think he has been assimilated.
Well, auto tune. It's lovely.
Yeah. Right. So, did we decide we were going to do a long rest and trade off people who were watching, taking watch, not watching takes? That's weird. Or we just do a short rest and do some HP back.
I don't know. This area is kind of sketchy. Although I doubt the DM's malicious enough to throw another monster encounter at us, but we're taking a rest.
I feel like this is
Did
some of
you
the
really
stuff that they
just-
make people like Guantanamo Bay listen to. Like they just strap headphones on people and make them listen to like low latency conversations. Or high latency conversations.
Let's do a long rest.
Why would you ever say that out loud, Sam? Like for Lucas to hear. Like he hasn't done anything yet, but there's plenty of opportunity here, and now you've said the thing. You jinxed us.
What's happening here is Taruki. It's like slowly creeping up from behind Akira.
It'll all be over soon.
Just let it happen, right? Is that how it goes? No touching the tail.
No touching the tail.
You also have a fluffy tail?
He's chasing
No.
tail, man.
I thought
No,
was
I do
the only
not. You
one.
cannot touch it.
No, I don't have one. Don't touch it.
Somebody break into a chorus of Foxy Lady.
Oh, by the way, I don't know what reminded me of this, but why is Jim Carrey Dr. Robotnik in the new?
Why is Jim
What?
Carrey what? What? I'm gonna
Oh
look
no,
up the news on Jim Carrey. Latest
we lost him again.
Jim Carrey.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, no, maybe.
Hi.
Yep.
Only on Wednesdays.
You're very clear now.
Today is Sunday.
Okay, but what did you ask us about Jim Carrey?
Oh,
And he's gone again. God damn it! I mean, God's damn it!
Jim Carrey. Robot. That's all I caught. That's Ribbit. That's not. He's not a frog.
I will be right back.
Not a-
Oh, he's supposed to play Robotnik in
Wait,
the
who are we
Sonic the
losing?
Hedgehog.
What? Really? That doesn't sound right, but at the same time, that would make me want to like interact with that more.
Why is this a thing that's happened? I regret everything.
I mean, the best Robotnik would probably be DeVito.
If you guys are looking at the stream.
Oh gosh.
I regret everything. Oh Lord. This is primo. Oh dang it. And here I said I wasn't gonna look at weird pictures again.
When is this a movie that's gonna happen? Is there a Sonic
Yeah.
movie coming out? Is it an animated movie?
No, it's live action.
oh,
It's
is it?
all CGI.
Wow.
Yeah, it's live action with quotation marks like the Lion King was.
Lion King has no live action whatsoever. It's just updated graphics.
Yeah.
Alright. So we
I mean,
decided on a
it-
long
it-
list.
Let's see. Now I have to look on this. Yeah, we decided on the long. Well, I don't know. What do you guys decide? Animeus is not waking up until everything is fully healed and charged. Like he is dead.
Yeah. You can
He-
spend during a long
Everything.
rest, you can spend like an hour or two doing non-strenuous activity like keeping watch, and it does not break your long rest. Yep. At least 8 hours long. You can sleep, perform light activity, including reading, talking, eating, or standing watch for no more than 2 hours. If your rest is interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, at least 1 hour of walking, fighting, casting spells, or similar activities, then you must begin again to gain any benefit from it. But yeah, so we can totally have someone with take watch for 2 hours and then tag them in with someone else for 2 hours, and you would still get the benefits of the long rest. Are you looking for the litter box? Luke. All right, so I'm just gonna. We're taking a long rest. It looks like. Oh, yep. Yes. Kariki is on first watch. Bruce can take second watch. Does anyone else want to take third and or fourth watch?
Claw will take third.
All right. What about you, Foxy Man? And or whatever Animeus is?
Hey, I look like a normal person, okay? I'm just really tall. Unless your arcane sight is just that good.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Like this is plot armor, so like
Yeah.
this isn't even going against my spell DC. I don't know what the DC would be here. Like
Gotcha. Why are there so many people with shady backgrounds about what they are.
Shady
We're a
background.
bunch of planeswalkers. Every planeswalker has a shady background.
Fair enough.
What did I miss?
I'm back. Apparently, Garrett just walked downstairs with my phone, holding it up to his ear, pretending to talk to Grandma. I have no idea where he found it.
He had it the whole time.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
So yeah.
So are there other people that have come out with shady backgrounds now?
Were you just grunting into the mic because of the robot noises? Because that's all I heard was just.
I didn't do that, but I wish I had.
Oh god. Okay, long rest. Cricky's on first watch. Tarus can take second watch. Claw's on third watch.
So we have one last watch remaining. So either Akira or Animeus.
I'll take last watch. Although last time I took last watch, I disappeared, huh?
I wasn't going to say anything, but
There's a reason for that, guys. One that I'll tell you if you're interested when you wake up.
we can do some light talking. It doesn't break our rest if we're just talking. So you can totally tell us while we're while some of us are catching these naps.
Well, there was this weird monster thing, and it looked dangerous, so I went and investigated, and there was a cave, and I went in the cave, and then it kind of collapsed behind me, and I got stuck in it. And while I was trying to find my way out, I saw you guys fighting these ghosty things, so I started shooting my bow at them, and then I was able to find my way out, and now we're here. Long story short.
True story, bro.
We just there he is. I was going to say we lost Lucas for a second.
I'm still here.
Your character on Roll20 disappeared for a second, like you were refreshing the page.
Yeah, I had to log back in as a character on another page to make sure I've got everything sorted properly.
Gotcha.
Whether that page actually comes into play, I didn't know.
So when you change pages on Roll20, it shows you moved?
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, okay, never mind. I can't do it without putting you guys on the page. Okay, never mind. We'll just hope it works. Okay, so long rest is considered 8 hours, right?
Yes.
So now it would be 9 o'clock at night.
Yep. 9 o'clock at night. So as ducks begin to fall.
Ducks fall. Everybody quacks.
Okay. As night falls, dusk comes. You hear thunder in the distance, and who's on third watch? That would be where it would happen. Claw. You see, as far in the distance as you can in a canyon, you can see that storm clouds are forming in the direction you are headed through the canyon.
Oh dear.
Yay!
Is it familiar storm clouds?
It's just storm clouds, that you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
They don't appear to be special.
They don't they appear to have a static.
Make him Fluffy Kitty again?
No, Claw doesn't feel all fluffy as of right now.
Feel kind of depressed as of right now. I put everyone's life in danger for basically nothing.
It's okay. You're a paladin. We kind of expect these actions.
But look on the bright side. I mean, seriously, look on the bright side. At least you don't have to endure burying the body.
That's
I'm gonna
the
pull a
brain
Hercules
draw.
and just like emancipate her from Erebos.
Don't you mean Orpheon? Or is that Orpheus? Actually, no, he failed to do that.
Yeah.
He almost did it. He was so close.
Yep. Okay. So, not much anything else on Claw's watch. Akira, you are able to see the first bit of Nick's peek through.
Anything happening?
And in Nyx, you see what, Sam?
I said, was anything happening in Nyx?
I'm sorry, I'm still getting robot voice.
I asked if anything is happening in Nyx.
Yes. So you see a serpent-like creature with spines and kind of like trailing fins moving through the clouds, and is purple, deep purples, and has gaps in the star field, move across and over the horizon in down beyond where you can see. And it's moving away from the storm clouds back the way you came from.
Looks like they're playing a game of Snake up there. What does the snake represent?
You think I'm going to tell you that information? You can roll for it.
Well, yeah, I meant that's what I wanted to know, is if I knew anything about the snake.
You can roll religion or history.
Religion or history. Nope.
Just about everywhere else, snakes kind of have an association with death and things of that nature.
So the
death
snake
and evil.
The snake is heading away from the direction we're wanting to go?
Yes.
And the storm clouds are still there?
Yeah. They're obscuring a large area of Nyx that you can see. As much as you can see from, in between the crags of the canyon.
I don't really think that it's anything that the party would be concerned about. So I don't wake or disturb anybody.
Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty uneventful rest other than the things that have been mentioned. So it's after dark now, and after the rest is over, and the usual cries of the assorted creatures in the canyon come, except much louder, echoing through the rocks, and from deep below where the waterfall falls into the chasm. And at any point, do you walk over to the edge of the canyon?
Yeah, I was just about to say I was gonna go look over the edge of the canyon and toss a pebble off.
Yep, it never stops falling as far as you can tell. But Every once in a while, you see a faint glimmer of Starfield in the bottom of the canyon.
Huh.
If any of the other people who were on watch did that, well, no, it would have to be Claw or Akira. Never mind.
I'm special. That or I hit my head really hard and I'm seeing shit now.
I swear to God, though, if Akira goes and looks over the endless abyss and somebody reaches up and grabs him and pulls him down, and that's why he's not there when we wake up the next morning, I'm gonna be mad.
There he goes, running off again. Do I see anything in the starfield down below?
No, it's just like little glints of stars and like not really movement, but like trying to think of a good way to explain this.
A twinkle?
Think fireflies through heavy foliage.
Like a backlit canopy with holes punched in it.
Like wandering lost souls, almost.
I mean, if you want to see it that way.
That sounds a little creepy. Be careful, for when you
Fair.
gaze long into the abyss gazes also into you.
Jesus. That cat just went flying across my screen.
Is any of the party awake? Like not like resting, but not asleep.
Aw, Akira, your tail looks so raggedy and sad.
It's a little beat up right now.
Oh yeah, you posted a thing in Discord that I forgot to look at.
Yeah. Oh, I sent it to you on Facebook too.
Oh, that works even better. Okay, so yeah, that's all that happens through the night unless you're interacting.
Well, I asked if any of the party was awake.
When you're on watch?
Yeah. Like if they were like still resting, but like awake or whatever.
Probably not. I feel like if I just got off of second watch, I probably would go and catch a quick nap again.
Okay. Then I don't disturb anybody and just keep watching because I didn't see any threat or danger to the sparkles and abyss. But I would bring it up to the party when they wake up. Can I do an investigation on the sparkles to see if there's anything I can discern from them? Aside from little lights of sparkling, moving fireflies?
I missed a lot of that at the end. What about sparkling, moving fireflies?
So can I do an investigation of the lights in the abyss to see if I can discern anything from them? Or is it just kind of like there?
Nah, I'm just gonna say you can't really make anything out of it. It's very reminiscent of Starfield and above as well, but
Like
much more diluted.
Much more diluted. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. I guess that will be all I do until everyone wakes up.
Yeah. Everybody wakes up. Truce makes a fire. Still a bunch of corpses around you.
Charred corpses.
And I tell everyone when they wake up, I'm like, hey, there's another star field below the canyon.
Nice.
Very good.
Sick gains, bro. That's a really good fire, actually.
I didn't take all those art classes for nothing. Okay, maybe I did, but still.
Mine looked like doo-doo last time I tried to do a fire.
Oh my god, so much robot voice.
Mine looked like doo-doo.
I got that. Okay, so Sam, you said you mentioned the other star field to everyone?
Yeah, I mentioned the star field to everyone.
What is?
I said there's a bunch of lights that resemble a star field kind of floating around at the bottom of the canyon.
At the bottom of the canyon?
Yep.
Like down?
Yes, like down.
But that's the opposite way of where we're going, right?
I'm gonna. Is it like on top of this mountain here?
No,
Or where's the canyon edge?
You were in the canyon. Like, this is just kind of a part of the walkway where it opens up some. You're well, like, within 2 miles into the canyon at this point. So it's either sheer cliff up or sheer cliff down.
But why, Poop Monster?
I have a cat rubbing against my legs.
There we go.
And I have a dog looking behind.
So the star field would be the canyon. The cliff is on the back wall, and then the canyon will be kind of like in the front.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I understand the question. Edge of the canyon is down here. I just didn't render it. I assume the bottom of the page is where the canyon drops off.
And it's daylight now, right? It's morning?
No, it is like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we rested for 8 hours. So yeah, so Teresa's gonna be like, well, it's a shame about that Aaron chick. She seems pretty cool. We should keep going.
I'm gonna say that. Grab a pebble, cast light on it, and chuck it.
Wait, you guys look at it.
Done that before. It just kind of like fades into.
Yeah, it just fades into the blackness. Never hits.
Who wants to go climbing?
Well, time to move on. Did we loot everything out of this cart?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm sure Tarus got all the bodies already.
Did we? I thought there was some like potions or something that we missed on the cart specifically.
Yeah, there was a potion type deal. It's like a glass jar with a how did I describe it? It's like milky white and kind of thick.
Oh. Oh my.
Ooh. Did anybody use that?
I don't even know who ended up with it.
I know I didn't get anything because I wasn't there when you guys looted it, and I died like shortly after I showed up.
Yeah, I got the silver locket, the silver bracelet, and the silver ring off of Tent Corpse. But none of the rest of them had much of anything that I took, and I didn't loot the cart.
Yep. Everything else is like travel gear, clothes, some basic foods, jerkies and vegetables and things of that nature. Anything valuable you have gleaned already?
Well then, I propose we carry on to our destination of Akros. I think that's what it was called.
Oh
Yes.
man, that is a dude's head. I just noticed that. Gross.
The heads were rolling.
I thought I made a mention of that.
You did.
I mean, you did, but I didn't realize that it was actually rendered on the screen. I thought it was a theater of the mind sort of thing, because these guys are just, bodies with a lot of red paint on them.
Yeah, it was a little difficult to, set it up to where you can tell they were killed in their sleeping bags. But, I put a little bit of effort into this.
I'm going to zoom in on the head for the folks at home. Oh, wait, no. I know how to clickbait this.
And then draw a red arrow that curves.
Yep.
Anything left that we need to do here, guys? We're going to continue
I don't think
traveling
so.
at night. Night travel doesn't bother me. I have dark vision.
There you go.
And I have a
Beautiful.
That's what I imagine at night on Theros. It's never that dark, anyways. The Starfield is like Earth's
Yeah.
night lights.
Yeah, on a clear night, like it's basically full moon all the time. So dim light. It's not pitch black. So traveling is pretty easy in terms of visibility. Of course.
I have no idea why, but that turd looks like it's doing that Pikachu meme.
Pikachu
Oh, no.
Not just me, though, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. When I walk in and find out my mom found my my stash of weed and smoked it all. Anyway.
Yes.
So yeah. Bam, I hope you're done memeing.
Late now.
Okay, so everybody left. And through the night into the dawn, you don't run into much of anything. You just hear a bunch of screams from down into the canyon, and the trail moves upwards and separates until it's a walkway, an elevated walkway for a good distance. You travel like this into the morning. Sorry, I hear a bunch of yelling downstairs. Okay. What is all of this?
Nothing? You didn't see anything?
What?
Who, what, when, where, why?
I see nothing.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah. Through the night, it'll be very uneventful until you come around. And up on this elevated walkway, you can hear shouting. And it's not human shouting, it's more like guttural
Forgotten
speech.
shouting.
Yeah, like lots of shrieking and screeches, but you can tell it's language.
It's never the
And
good
it's not
kind
hard
of
to
shouting.
hear.
Let me see. Use investigation to try to decipher what language it is, or would that be insight?
Oh no, my language just all disappeared. There it is. Okay.
I'm very uninsightful as to
Oh,
what kind of
no.
language that is. Like, hey, you hear that? That sounds an awful lot like Teresa's sister over there. She must be in trouble.
I don't have a sister. But yeah, so we've got is it an insight check to try and figure out if we know what language that is?
Yeah.
I thought that was wisdom. I rolled wisdom.
I think insight's based on your wisdom, so unless you're proficient with it, it's the same roll.
Yep.
Oh, I guess so.
Nope. Kariki got it. Hopefully.
I hope
Unless we just automatically, unless one of us already knows it.
It's
Possible.
Yeah, it's not a language that you recognize, but it sounds very similar to let me see, any forms of harpy that you've encountered on any other planes.
it's like a siren.
I don't speak them bird brains.
Yeah, like siren, harpy. If you've encountered sirens, then their native language would be a lot of shrieks and clicks and things of that nature. Shrieks, clicks, whistles. How dare you insult my mother like that? And from that, you also realize that it's like frantic speech. Like they
Sounds like it's in trouble.
yeah. Yeah, it's not really in trouble, but there's definitely a commotion going on.
My baby, the return that ain't my baby.
Shall we proceed to investigate? I'm gonna roll a stealth check and see if I can get closer to see anything.
Also, whoever was drawing that, it reminded me of something else.
Lucas.
50% of a D20, and you still roll that low. Like
I got a +9 on stealth, and I still rolled a 12.
50% of a D20 for your modifier, and you still roll a 12. You're the noisiest rogue alive.
I've failed. I've failed like 3 times now with my I did a crit fail on my death save, and I did a crit fail on my insight. The dice don't like me tonight.
All right then. All right then. Mickey D's for the win. So as Akira is walking down there, trying to be stealthy, eating a bag of Doritos, kicking rocks off the side of the canyon.
Oh boy! I sure hope this harpy doesn't hear us.
I just rolled low. I didn't crit fail it. I'm not that bad.
Oh God, you're pretty close. You rolled a 3.
That's what the modifier is for. It brings me back up.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 is still pretty respectable.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
Especially if it's distracted by dingoes eating its baby.
okay, as you move around, excuse me. Sorry, give me a second.
I've got a DM and a fuster.
Sorry, just a bunch of stupid mental images going through my head over dingoes eating harpy babies. You come around the corner, down the path, and you see several harpies flying around the entrance to a cave. And they're milling about around the entrance, and like they'll get close and then move away, get close and then move away, and they'll all take turns getting close to the cave.
Can we see anything from like what might be in the cave from here?
So the way you see this is the path bends around to the left and curves back up to kind of does a horseshoe in front of you before going around the bend.
Mhm.
And on the far side, below the path,
What?
about okay, on the far side, about 50 feet below the path, that's where the cave entrance is.
Okay, so the cave entrance is below us.
Yeah.
We're going to a city, so we should be going into a cave.
Do the harpies look like they're hurting someone or harrying someone, or I'm gonna kind of make some hand motions at Akira and be like, "What do you see with your special eyes?"
Perception. I see everything.
But can you see why kids love the taste of cinnamon toast crunch?
Okay.
Nailed it.
So-
That's a wrap.
Okay. So it looks like they are not frightened, but very wary of going into the cave. Like they're trying to get in, but every time they get close, something spooks them and they move away from it.
Are harpies aggressive creatures?
Safe to say, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had Featherfall. I would just run and jump down the midst of them.
Define aggressive creature. Like,
Like, are they attack on sight? Or if we got close and tried to communicate, would they at least try to listen?
From what most of you have heard, or the little yellow lines on the dot on the tips. Yeah, from what you've heard about harpies, they're very aggressive. It is seldom that they will stop and attempt to communicate with something that's not another harpy or a siren. And they like shiny things.
So has Akira
I like
have
shiny
you
things.
identified to us that we're looking at harpies? Like, because none of us have dark vision, right? So we're not really.
This is morning now.
Yeah, none of
Yeah,
us have.
Oh,
it's
okay.
daytime now.
None of us
Never
have.
mind, okay.
None of us have dark vision. That'd be weird.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought it was still nighttime. I'm mistaken.
Looks like you need to get your eyes checked.
And maybe be able to see in the dark. Why are there so many weird lines? They're not lines, dots. They're kind of like lines, but smaller. Oh, they're gone.
Nope, they're still there.
Oh, there they are. They're just on the points of things now. I guess that stops me from asking what the point of them was. Right. So, anybody hungry? Harpy probably tastes pretty good.
I wouldn't mind a chicken sandwich right now.
Aren't harpies pretty disgusting creatures, though?
On Theros, yes, they were quite disgusting. That's a demon.
So can I tell about how far down they are?
Baby.
Are they you think they're within shouting distance?
Do we want to draw their attention
That's,
if they're gonna just attack us?
They might have something shiny.
Well,
I want to know what's inside the cave. Apparently, my perception wasn't good enough to see what might be in there. Do we still have a Lucas?
Yeah, I'm still here. Hold on, I'm debating something. I may end up having to move because my mother-in-law's wanting her room back.
Oh.
Okay, so what is the questions and everything?
What's inside the cave? Was I not able to perceive anything?
Oh no,
And
you're
how far down is it? Are we able to get down there easily, or is it gonna be like climbing down a sheer cliff face?
It's a 50-foot drop, and from the trail it kind of is convex, so you would literally be climbing like down and back into the mountain to get down there. And from where you're standing, it's about 500 yards across the canyon.
500, you say?
I can get us down there if you want.
what's fall damage again? Like how's that calculated typically?
Or I can just take us down there if you want to get down there.
1d6 damage per 10 feet.
I can use Mage Hand and carry Tarus down there, maybe.
To a
That's
maximum.
small enough.
To a maximum of 20.
Oh, well, I can take you to 20, and then the rest of the way, just gravity takes over. For
Oh
you.
no. I was saying it's 1d6 points of. I'm pretty sure falling damage is 1d6 points of damage per 10 feet to a maximum of 20d6.
Wow.
The environment falling. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I specifically bought climbing chain that can support our weight, and I can just like climb and put it into the wall, and we can climb down the rope.
Yeah, Kariki's got climbing speed, so he can just be all like, "Yeah, pitons, and here we go, fellers."
And I can put pitons in and make a rope for y'all to climb down if y'all like.
Who was
That
it?
sounds like it works. I really wanted to jump down. I have slow fall, but damn.
Who was the one who said? Who was the one who said we didn't need the fucking rope?
I don't remember that.
No, I think I do recall that. I think I said that. Every opportunity to make a Boondock Saints reference.
Hey. All right, yeah, that sounds good then. If we want to climb down the side of the wall, you must be like right at home here then.
Yeah, this is literally where I'm from. Like, I feel perfectly natural here.
I don't think I have any climb speed.
Like all the pictures of cores running around are in like this kind of art. Like I'm pretty sure that's where he took this art from.
No, this is Theros art.
Oh, well then you just throw in some floating mountains in the background, then I'm perfectly at home.
Yeah, for real.
Because, you know, Zendikar's
So
cray
we'll
cray.
let you climb down there and take a peek to see what's in the cave, but we'll stay up here and laugh if the harpies get pissed at you.
Okay.
I'm coming too. I want to research these harpies. I haven't
Well, if they're gonna
got
go,
to
I
get
guess
a
I'll
close up
go.
of them.
Do you need fire? I've got some fire.
I'll be right back before we make any big decisions.
Okay. We only got about 30 minutes left.
Is that another Stella? That's weird. Yeah, I wouldn't mind another one so that I don't drink the Corona up here. Oh no.
So we're all pretty much set on going down there then? We're like, ooh, trouble, let's go.
Yeah, I guess so.
I do like shiny things.
I don't think there was anything shiny down there. There's the harpies like shiny things.
Right. So if they like
It's
shiny
just-
things.
Then there
Harpies also like
there must be shiny things there.
They might have shiny
But
things
harpies
on them.
also just like killing people.
I didn't hear what you say.
Don't harpies also like tricking people into coming into a trap and killing them?
Sirens do. Harpies are more just kind of beast-like, I thought.
More stupid.
They're basically the same thing.
But no, harpies like shiny things, and if they are trying to get into that cave, there might be something shiny in the cave. Alternatively, they might have some shiny things on them that we could find while sifting through their ashes.
Just don't make it too hot or the gold will burn up as well.
Molten gold sells just as well as regular kinds.
Yeah, we can just make them into gold bars.
Oh, I did not realize that.
Realize what?
My character's race has additional resistances to psychic damage.
Ooh.
Which might have been helpful against the fight with No Face.
Probably. I can see through illusion.
Also would have been helpful against in the fight against No Face. Did I write that down? Oh, I did, yeah.
When you're within 10 feet of visual illusions, you automatically detect their true nature and succeed saving throws against them. Also, within 10 feet, you can determine the true form of a shapeshifter or creature transformed by magic. When you're 10 feet of an invisible creature or a magical hidden door or object, you can see them. I don't have the level 15 one yet.
Hoo-hum. What happens when we hit level 6? We should probably be getting kind of close to 6, shouldn't we?
I have a fear spell.
Honestly, we should get like 2 levels for all.
Yeah, right.
I feel like it probably feels like we've done more since it's been so long between sessions. But because now that I'm thinking about it, I think all we've actually done is we traveled south because we leveled up after the fight with No Face. So we've traveled south, had some interactions with like some roleplay interactions. We had the fight with the Murder King.
Twice. We had to kill him twice.
Well, we had to kill him more than twice. And didn't we kill him like 4 times?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
each time he got a little bit weaker.
Yeah, it was like 4 times.
Yeah.
So that counted as several fights, pretty much. we fought him several times.
And then we traveled down the hallway and fought the ghosts.
Yeah,
Which admittedly was a very difficult fight as well.
Lucas is not doing going like increasing level by XP. He's doing it as soon as we finish a chapter. And this chapter is taking forever.
Yeah. I don't know. I could see the journey to Akros being a chapter.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially considering all the crap we've gone through.
Nice.
Oh yes. Next level is my sorceress origin feature, which adds my charisma damage to my fire spells. Oh yes. That's the good stuff. And I get to know a new spell. Resistance doesn't stack, does it?
I think it does, unless otherwise said not. It doesn't.
Damage, resistance, and vulnerability. If a creature or an object has resistance to a damage type, damage of that type is halved. If a creature has vulnerability to a damage type, that damage is doubled. Resistance and vulnerability are applied after all other modifiers to damage. For example, a creature has resistance to bludgeoning is hit by an attack that deals 25. They also have a magical aura that reduces the damage by 5. So the 25 damage is first reduced by 5, then halved, so the creature takes 10. Multiple instances of resistance or vulnerability that affect the same damage type count only as one instance. For example, if a creature has resistance to fire as well as resistance to all non-magical damage, the damage of a non-magical fire is reduced by half against the creature, not by 3/4.
Ooh.
Rip. But yeah, I'll be able to.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yay, there's a ladybug on the TV.
Kill it.
I got ladybugs all over my apartment. I can't get rid of them. I'll
They're-
vacuum up a whole bunch of them, and then like a day or two later, there's more. And I'm like,
They're
what the hell?
Terrible.
I'd rather have ladybugs than stink bugs. My grandparents get stink bugs.
Yeah, we had
mean-
stink bugs in Venor.
So, a little bit of personal backstory. I was living in the mountains up in right next to the Nantahala National Forest, and one year they decided to release a whole bunch of ladybugs to try and fight the southern pine beetle that was tearing through the town. And unfortunately, they released Japanese ladybugs, which do not care one whit about southern pine beetles. And these Japanese ladybugs found themselves in a strange and distant land. And it was very cold that winter. So they flocked to the nearest thing they could find, which was of course, my house. So during this winter, there were literally thousands upon thousands of ladybugs, and they were coating what was a White House was now red and crawling. And they were inside, they were in the beds, they were in your clothes, they would go up on the ceiling and die on the ceiling and fall into your food. It was just miserable. And to this day, I both hate ladybugs and cannot eat crunchy peanut butter.
The thing about it is, I remember that year too. It affected us as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the jackoff who used Japanese ladybugs?
I'm not sure, but somebody, I hope, got fired.
Remember when they released wolves out here?
No.
I was not aware of that. I remember them releasing a whole bunch of rattlesnakes in the national forest, though.
They wanted to reintroduce the white wolves to the forest again, the Cherokee National Forest, and they released, I think, a male and female out there, and like almost a couple of weeks afterwards, one of the farmers had shot both of them and hung them from a fence post by the highway
Nice.
because they were attacking the cattle. Like, there's a reason why they're not out here anymore. We don't want them back.
Yeah. Okay. So,
We got 20 minutes left.
yep, we got 20 minutes left.
So we've decided we're going to climb down the mountain and go look, see what's in that cave.
Let's roll initiative. It's not
Not
a game
necessary.
unless it's not a session unless
How
it
about,
ends
how
on
about
combat.
stealth checks first? Maybe I won't be kicking rocks and eating Doritos this time.
I'll eat your Doritos.
Hold on a second. Be right back.
Oh my gosh.
But we don't want to fight rocks.
Yeah, elephants are notorious, or rhinos are notoriously good fighters.
I'm talking about the bird rocks.
I don't know a bird called rocks.
The mythological giant eagles.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, the first one, rocks ROC, are giant eagles that are sometimes made of actual stone because people like to be literal. And the second one, RHOX, are rhino folk from Bant.
Kind of like the gargoyle kind of thing.
What you mean?
But like made of stone, kind of like a gargoyle.
Yeah. Let's see. For those of you watching at home. Yeah, these are just a lot of big old birds. Versus rocks. The world famous pancake flipper.
A 3-year-old decided it was a good idea to poop in his underwear. Well, oh my god, what? Okay, so you're going around the path, right?
Yeah, we're gonna climb down and look to see what's inside the cave.
We're gonna try and be stealthy. Everybody ready? Eat Doritos on 3, 2, 1, munch.
And let me see. Let me do a roll to make sure that you don't cause a landslide.
What?
Just kidding.
Jesus.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I thought my 15 was pretty good, but apparently I am eating Doritos. All right, guys. I see how it is. Fine. Be that way.
And that's even with my
Silent.
helmet of silence on.
Remember when you're eating outskilled by
Hey! Yay, anime! I am not the weakest link.
That's really lame.
I think if you average our scores, we should pass.
And that's with a +7 too.
That's really
Roll 20.
sad. Like,
20 Roll 20 hates us today.
for me to get a 12, and even for Akira to get an 18 when our stealth modifiers are 7 and 9, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, the die kind of hates you guys.
The stealthy
okay.
members of our party got beaten by 2 of the least stealthy members of our party.
Okay, so you're moving around the path, trying your best to be sneaky, even though you're kind of out in the open.
We're hoping that since they're distracted, they won't notice.
Yeah, and you get.
Oh, are we trying to be sneaky? No, I'm trying to talk to these things.
Okay, so who's in the lead? Who's leading the group?
I think Kariki was leading because he had to put the pythons down.
How much of a lead do you have, Kariki?
like probably like a 40-foot lead.
Answer carefully. This is very important.
It is very important. Okay, so you're about 50 yards away from where the cave entrance is, or from the part of the path where you would climb straight down. So you're about 75 yards away from the cave entrance. And I need you... Let me see how I want to do this. Okay, so you feel something that's like tickle in the back of your head. Like, it's mind magic, but it's not forcefully trying to get into your mind. It's more like a soft knock on the door. Yeah.
A whisper in the ear.
Well, do I hear anything?
It's knock knock. Tickle,
look around
tickle,
the
knock,
rest.
knock.
Do you let it in your mind, or do you reject it?
I don't open the door for damn sure. We're gonna do a deadbolt.
Okay. So you don't see anything or hear anything other than the harpies squawking back and forth at each other and making noise. And then you hear another one shriek in fear and then fly back out of the cave. And yeah, other than that, it's just the soft rasping of a mental incursion.
I am going to just keep looking around. I don't see anything.
You don't see anything other than the harpies.
How far away are they?
75 yards. Well, the entrance to the cave is 75 yards, but they're coming in and out away from the cave about 20 to 30 yards, just moving around the entrance. So just intermittently around the entrance to the cave.
Well, I will speak aloud, and if somebody can hear me, like, what do you want?
Like shout out or just speak?
Like whisper to myself. Because I'm assuming if someone's in my brain, they can hear my surface thoughts. Which I guess could be a bad assumption, but that's the one I'm making.
I don't think they got in your brain yet, did they?
Well, if they're knocking on the door, usually that ability
Oh.
comes with surface knowledge.
Oh.
Yep. You hear distantly, like, but in the back of your mind, not audibly, something. It's muddled. Like you hear multiple words at once that mean the same thing, like caution, beware, danger, something along the line of these winged things. Careful, winged monsters.
So
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Can I do a knowledge religion to see if it's a divine voice?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
My assumption is that this is Afara telling us to be careful and not to get off the path or whatever.
Ifara was very precise in the way she spoke, like an orator or a politician. Like everything she said had meaning behind it. Like she could definitely carry herself in a conversation.
She was very articulate in her speech.
Very articulate. This is more like has an aura of uncertainty. Like it's muddled and it's more like a weak voice as opposed to like, knowledgeable.
Okay. I'm gonna look up at my allies and ask if they can hear. Can y'all hear any voices in your head?
Guys, I'm starting to rethink this whole follow Kariki thing.
think he's lost his marbles.
I mean, but if you've seen them, let me know.
Actually, Animeus is the only one who doesn't look disturbed by this. He has more of a face like, "How did you know?"
Because something's giving me a warning to back up and be cautious.
Up, we are not talking to the same entities. Nope.
Caution's my middle name. I couldn't keep a straight face.
How many harpies are there?
You can see that there are 11 harpies now.
That's a lot.
The more the merrier.
Are they in the cave? Or just like outside the cave?
They're
flying
outside
around,
the cave.
trying to get in, and every time they get close, they fly away.
Hey, Luke, this is pretty
Or
important.
rather, something scares them away.
How close to each other are they?
If the Firecaster asked this, we can only assume what he's trying to calculate here.
Would you say they could fall into I don't know, a 30-foot radius?
More of a 30-yard radius.
It was 20 feet.
Either or, doesn't matter. No, thank you.
Do you still have that money I gave you?
It's in my wallet, so it's gonna be downstairs on the dresser or whatever.
Ouch. I'm riding with mom.
Okay.
So they're not very clustered at all.
No.
This is a huge a cavern then, or a canyon rather.
Yes, the canyon is
Has-
large.
I would say it's rather grand.
Yeah, it's anyway. Yeah, big area, but the entrance to the cave is only like 5 feet tall and 3.5 feet wide.
That's very narrow cave. If it wasn't for the harpies causing such commotion, we probably wouldn't even notice it.
It would have been tough to spot. So are you guys like huddled around Kariki now, or did you communicate this from a distance?
I probably got closer back to the people so I could talk to them quietly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you move back. All right, let me do another roll here.
Are they telling us to be careful or not to engage? Because those are two different things.
More just a like, hey, this is happening. Be careful.
We can see that. That's why we're here.
Okay, so you have limited information. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna look to the others, but Teresa's just be like, we could fire. There might be people in the cave that would be nice to us and reward us with nice shiny things.
There's
Don't
11
do
of them.
anything. I'm gonna try to communicate.
There's 11 of them.
Yeah, that's plenty fine. 11 of them's like, what, 2 each? We can handle that. Except Akira, but he can take the one.
Hey.
Oh, no, I was counting the DM. Shit.
No, so I need 3 each. And then Akira gets 2.
Everybody gets 2 except one person gets 3.
Just let Tarus get his dagger out again. He'll do worse.
You joke, but when we get to Akros, I might have to get a better dagger. One that get one enchanted to do fire damage. Oh man.
Is the cave entrance at the bottom of the cave, or is there still further down that from the entrance?
Oh no, it keeps going a really long ways. Like you can't see the bottom. Like it's just blackness.
Hey, Tarus, maybe if you throw a fireball at that cliff, you can cause it to break and knock all the harpy out of the air.
I can
Why is
try.
everyone so set on hurting the harpies?
Have you looked at them? They're
Sure.
ugly.
Birds.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
May I
Where's the
make a
beholder?
suggestion?
Can you wait until after I get down there? I'm
Truth be told, I'd still
I
tap
make a
that.
suggestion. Does anybody here have any like illusion power?
I do.
Yes.
Maybe you could make an illusion to
Dude.
trick all the harpies into coming into a closer area.
I have minor illusion and I have prestigation.
Prestidigitation.
make something very shiny.
I have mage hand as well, and I have
Yeah, like
silent
minor
image.
illusion, a treasure chest.
Unfortunately,
Fallen
I think minor illusion and prestidigitation have a range of like 30 feet.
Yeah.
But if you make it really
about
shiny and really bright,
silent-
you'll notice it even from
Silent image has a range of 60 feet.
Nice. You're almost a third of the way of where we need to be.
Yeah.
Well, we could move Tarus up, make him go hide, and then use the silent image.
I'm not good at hiding, but we can try.
That's okay. When they're all there, you just throw a big old fireball.
Yeah.
I don't think that for this, I don't think the distance would be like really important. If you make something like super bright, light carries, they'll be able to see it and be interested because it's shiny.
Is somebody did somebody say they were going to go talk to them? Or is that
I want to go talk to them. I have questions. I've never seen so many in one spot before. I'm intrigued. I'm gonna get out my journal and like.
should we get down from the cliffside?
There is no bottom, though.
What?
There's no bottom.
There is this part.
Oh,
That's one of the harpies.
I thought Lucas just said that there wasn't a bottom.
Oh no, there's no bottom. Like you're on a 3 to 4 foot wide path that goes around the side of the cliff, and then a few yards, or yeah, a couple dozen yards below the path, on a concave surface is the entrance to the cave, and below that is a sheer drop into the blackness of the abyss. You're on the flat spot. The flat spot.
We could always shatter the hole and do some shenanigans there.
So it might be better to get the harpies to come up here rather than going to them.
How close can we get to the hole or the cave and still be on flat surface?
You will be, what did I say before? Like 50 yards directly above it.
Yards, so 150 feet.
Yep.
That cave's awfully hard to get to. I can make a giant image of a dragon. What are harpies' natural fear?
The thing's bigger than them.
So if I make a giant dragon, I can scare them all away.
What are you using? What are you using to make the dragon?
Silent image.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Silent image can't make anything larger than a 15-foot cube.
Curses.
How about a 15-foot flying block of gold?
Ooh, shiny, but what the hell?
The harpies
Or
are
a
coming,
15-foot, a 15-foot pearl.
Minor illusion. That one will do. Creates a sound or image of object with range at last.
You could do a 15-foot cube dragon.
A cube dragon? That's a really tiny ender dragon.
Is that like a Minecraft dragon? Like...
Yeah. It's time, fellas. Before you make any big decisions.
Oh no.
Yeah, because then we'd have to like do initiative and everything. So.
Oh no. He's already assuming we're gonna fail.
Dude, you know it takes like 4 sessions to do combat. I might as well get you off here.
We really don't have to fight everything we come across.
I don't really want to fight them.
I'm not trying to fight. I'm trying to study them.
I would probably use one of my illusion spells to like create a giant roar and try to scare them away.
That would be thaumaturgy, and you don't have that.
Huh?
Yeah, that would be
Thaumaturgy is the only
thaumaturgy.
one that has loud voices.
Pestigation has sound.
Prestidigitation does not have sound. It has, I thought it has like sound effects,
Whoop.
and that's it.
Oh no, that's not it. Where'd it go?
Right.
Was it minor
And
illusion?
before,
Yeah, like faint musical notes. That's the prestidigitation.
yeah.
No, that's not it. Damn it.
Right. And before I close this out, I'm going to say,
Minor illusion
It is.
has sound.
all right.
A lion's roar, a beating of a drum, any other sound you choose. The sound continues unabated throughout its duration. You can make discrete sounds at different times before the spell ends. So I could
Okay.
totally do like a giant roar, and it would echo through the cavern.
All right. I'm going to stop you right there
All right.
to say that before we cut it off, you hear the harpy shriek again as they go to the entrance of the cave. But this time, you don't hear anything, but you see a large, not pillar, but a gout of white and blue flames come billowing out of the cave entrance, and this scares the harpies away.
White and blue frames. Hey, Truce, do you have a brother?
We're going down there.
Oh, we're going. How high are we up again? I might jump.
50 yards.
Yeah, 50 yards, 150 feet.
That's only 15d6 worth of damage.
There's no
I can
bottom,
take
so
that.
if we miss, we just fall into the abyss. That's the worst that could happen.
All right.
I'll be fine. If there's no bottom, eventually I can planeswalk away.
It's only
like this.
52.
Well,
Wow.
funny you say that actually, because that would only be 32, and I would survive because I have slow fall.
I would not.
And Claw would take half damage because he would always land on his feet.
Yeah, but when your feet are getting put into your skull, that's kind of a moot point.
Well, I'll rage halfway down and then just take half damage.
I just imagine like you jumping like, God, I'm so pissed at myself, and then
Why did I do this? I hate heights. I'm stupid.
All
All right, so see you in 3 months.
Wait, we gotta get Devin to do the outro for us.
Outro?
Yeah, the outro.
What's the outro?
Tune in next week to find out so and so and yada yada and a bunch of puns that I enjoy.
Yeah, Devin, do the outro.
And a bunch of puns. Next time when I'm not on a boat.
Join us next week when our heroes try and find out what's in the cave. Stay fired up, folks.
Like,
Things are
seriously,
about
what's in
to
the
get
cave?
heated.
Beautiful. All right, fellas.
Sweet guitar music.
Our heroes are in a rocky situation.
Talk about a cliffhanger.
And you understand why I want this to happen?
Leaving us on a cliffhanger for real.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cliffhanger hanging on a cliff.
Typical Lucas pun.
Yep.